Now, after you've done all of these things, you now need to understand how to upload your designs and case studies on Behance. And I have a lesson for case studies, so sit back and don't worry. We're definitely going to treat it. All right, but you need to understand, how can I upload my designs on Behance? And Behance is a platform where you can have your portfolio on. So when you hear people saying create a portfolio, they're not saying you necessarily have to go and build a website to have your portfolio on it. That can be in the long run. As I speak to you in 2023, and today's date is 13th of April, I don't have a portfolio website of my own. Is it in works? Yes, it is, but I don't have one. What have I used all this while? I have used my Behance portfolio, and I've landed so many projects, over 500 projects to be precise, and this has come from me modifying my designs over time on my portfolio. And how can you upload your designs on a Behance portfolio? Let's look at some of the ways you can do this. So uploading your designs and case study on Behance is a great way to showcase your work and get feedback from the design community. Aside getting feedback from the design community, I'd like you to also know that it's also one of the ways to land certain jobs, because on Behance, as I speak, they have a job platform on it, a job tab, and recruiters could come up there and just opening Behance and they can find you, and it can just give you an instant job. So here are some of the steps to upload your designs and case study on Behance. First, you need to sign up on Behance. If you don't already have an account, you need to sign up on Behance by going to behance.net. It's spelled BEHANCE.net, N-E-T. All right. Two, you need to create a new project, and you're going to see very shortly how this is done. So you create a new project, click on the create a project button in the top right corner of the screen. Choose a project type that you want to have up there. Behance offers several project types, including case studies, branding, web design, and more. Choose the type that best fits your project. Add project details. Fill in the details of your project, including the title, description, tags. Very important. Add those tags. UI design, project, UI UX design, web landing page. Add those tags because they will help in search results. And project images. So the cover image should be stunning. It should be stunning. It should make the users click on it. So don't use a dull cover image, because that's the first impression you're going to create for that particular project you're having up on your Behance. You can also add links to your website or social media profiles. So you can add those links at the bottom or at the end of the project, so you can let whoever is going through the project know that they can reach out to you if they want your services. All right, so that is very important. All right, you can now upload your design files. Click on the add image button to upload your design files. You can upload images, videos, and interactive files. Even your prototypes, you can upload them without having to video your prototypes and bring them on Figma, on Behance. Behance has a partnership with Figma, and it has that collaborative feature that allows prototypes to autoplay and for the users to also interact with it on Behance. All right, write your case study. If you're uploading a case study, use the add text. So you could use add text to add your case study, or you can design it. All right, this is just an option. You can write the intro, which is the brief. You can add the brief, which is always at the top, inside of Behance, or you can design it. Preview, and then you can publish your project. So preview your project to make sure everything looks good and there are no errors. Then click on the publish button to make your project live on Behance. But you need to see how this is done, so I'm going to show you how it is done. All right, once your project is live on Behance, you can share it with your network and start getting feedback and engagement from the design community. This is my Behance profile. All right, and I have over 10 designs or 12 designs on my Behance portfolio. And that is to give you a notion that you can have as many projects in your Behance as you want. You don't need to leave it to 5 designs or 3 to 5, except you have a portfolio website. Then you can leave it to 3 to 5 of your best projects and always update it, replacing it with a better project. You always know the ones that are bangers, right? So you can always update that on your personal website. But on Behance, you can have as many as you want. So I have so many here that you can see. So I also upload some. There are a lot of new projects that I've worked on that you won't see on my Behance portfolio, but maybe by the time you get to the point of this video in the future, you would see more projects in my portfolio. So let us create a new project. So go up here to where we have the share your work. You can see it up there, and then you can see other things you can do. You can broadcast live from your desktop. You can show work in progress. This works like stories. It disappears after 24 hours. You can showcase your freelance offerings. I've never used this. And then you can build a complete case study. So by clicking on this project, build a complete case study, it takes you to the editing screen. So this is the editor for new projects. It's still loading, and when it is done, it will show you it will allow you click on these features. And then it also has this here. You can see the photo grid, and you can choose whichever one works for you. I don't do that actually. So what I do is simple. I would go to image, click on image, and then it would open up my image section, which you may not be seeing on the screen. I'm going through my image, and I can now choose a cover. The first image I upload is usually the cover image. So it's loading, and when it is done, even before it's done, I can do the same thing. Click on image on this other end. This time over here, you can click on it, and you can go back and choose the next screen that is a follow-up to this other screen, and I'm looking for it. So if I go up there, I would find it, and I have it here. So reasons for this exploration, and I'll just bring in one more. So let's go down there and get some other thing and have it included in this exploration. So I will just add this screen, and we are done. So for now, we'll say this is our complete exploration. All right, this is what I have created for the spline exploration, which is also on my Behance portfolio. I'll show you in a bit. But now, this design was not designed in this way to have too many white space in between them. So how do we correct this? How do people make their designs look as if it's just one design, like they grouped everything and exported it and uploaded at once? How do people do this? It's very easy. It is called styles. So styles is shown in the edit project. You can see edit project. So this is edit project, and downwards you're going to find styles, and we have settings. So you click on styles, and from styles you can change the color. I can change the color of that white to red. I can change it to my primary black. I can change it to whichever color by rolling this radar, and I can change it to the color. I can use the actual color by putting in the RGB code of the color. Now every color has different modes. It has the hash code, the RGB, the CMYK. So you can have all of those things here. There's a drop down there, so you can change the color mode and change it to whichever one you want. So we're using the hash code. You can copy your background color and have it there, but that's not what we want. All right, but I'm showing you that you can do this. So what do we want? We're going to change it back to white by sliding upward, or black by sliding downwards, but we need white, or let's use black. And then we'll come back, and then you see content spacing is just like text spacing. So the more you increase it, the more this goes down. Just watch there and see what happens. It keeps going down, and when you take it up, it closes, and you can now click save, and you can scroll and see that it becomes one entity. It is now one design, and that's how users or other designers create their case studies and make it look like it's just one design, but it's different frames that they've designed, and they've exported it and posted one after the other, and just use styles to adjust the spacing between them. All right, by putting it on 0px, you're going to have what I've done. and then the more you increase it, the more space you're going to have. So that's how you can do it at this point. Now you can also embed codes. All right, you can embed codes, and just like what I showed you in prototyping, in sharing, rather, in files and sharing, if you go back to that lesson in this same course, you're going to see that you can embed code, and this is where you embed the code. So you click on embedded, and this screen will pop up, and all you have to do is copy the codes from your prototype screen, click on your prototype, click on share prototype, and once you do that, you're going to click on copy embedded. You won't click on copy link, you click on copy embedded, and this is where you paste the code. Once you paste it, you can now click embedded, and once you do that, your stuff will just show up, your prototype will just show up, and then you can see it in real time and use it in real time. I'll show you an example of that, and then you would press continue. This is continue, press continue, and this is the cover image. It will show you how the cover image is. If you don't like it, you can click on edit cover, and you can use another screen from your design, or you can upload another one by hitting the plus. So if you click on this, your browser will show, and you can select another image that you've done specifically for your cover. You can also adjust it. All right, you can increase the size of the cover, and whatever you want to actually do is possible in Behance, and then you can crop it, and there you have it. And then fill up all of this: the project title, the project tags, mobile phones. You can choose 10 of it. So web design, Figma, WordPress, just choose 10. Don't limit it, choose 10. All right, once you're done with that, you can now tell them what tool you use by typing Figma. You would see Figma pop up, and you can choose Figma. If there's any other tool you use, let's say you used InVision for the prototype, you can type InVision, and you see InVision Studio, and that is it. Also put it in a category. So what category is this project? It's under product design, so you tick product design. And if there's any other thing like under graphic design, illustration, if your case study cuts across all of this, you can tick all of them so that it pops up on that screen, and even Behance can see it and feature your project in the future. None of my project has been featured yet, but hopefully very soon one of it will be featured. All right, and then you can add co-owners. So by clicking on add co-owners, credits, and more, you can be able to add the names of co-owners. So if I click here and I type my brother's name, Melody, I would see names. You can see names here. You can now select as many as possible, and it will be on pending. The person will get a notification, and then they will accept it, and this project, as it shows on your own profile, will show on their profile as well. You can also see project description. So over here you can type in the project description. This is a project blah 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 blah, put it up there, and that is all. Display. You can disable comments on this project. Discoverability, you can add the companies and brands. Credits, maybe you want to recognize a particular person, maybe a mentor or whoever, you can put credits there. Team, you can put the team that worked on it. If it's not a freelance person, maybe it's your team, you can put the team name, and it will appear here, and then you can hit publish, and when you hit publish, it goes live, and you would see it in your profile like what I'm going to show you now. So it's going to show up like this, and if I click on the spline project, you're going to see what it looks like. All right, so this is the project, and if you scroll through, you're going to see what I have done on this project. I've included both the illustrations and the frames of the design, and it's just a brief exploration and not really a full case study. And over here you can see the prototype, and from this prototype you can scroll, you can see how I'm moving it. You can click on this to see the menu, and you can see, you can scroll. This is not the website, this is my prototype. All right, so this is what the prototype do inside of Figma. You can come here and hide code, copy code, toggle, and all of that has been done in Figma. I hope this helps you upload your projects effectively and easily on Behance, and be consistent with it. Don't stop posting your stuff. All right, show up as much as you can. Remember why you started the journey, and I'm sure one of the reasons is to make money. I'll see you soon in the next lesson.